Hi everyone, welcome to my live. So I'm Rhonda Kelly from Rhonda's Readings, coming to you live on Friday the 10th of December 2021. So this is my last live for this year, basically. I will obviously resume them next year, but for now this is it. That's why I'm wearing my Christmas hat, because it's Christmas time. So basically just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and I'll let you know sort of what I'm doing for the rest of for the next sort of couple of months. So basically, I'm going to be on the road kind of for the next 2 months. I'm doing a lot of touring and that sort of thing. So first of all, I wanted to say thank you everyone who's entered my positivity challenge. So I did have 3 prize winners. So I had week 1 was Danielle, week 2 was Lenny, and week 3 was Robert. So thank you so much to the people who entered. And most of my entries were actually people who sent me a message, either sent me a photo as a message or sent me a positive story. So it's just having that sort of positive karma, that, really nice, beautiful sort of energy around Christmas. So yeah, that's it. Hi, Lenny. Hi. So I've posted your present already, Lenny, for week 2. And I've got one that I'm going to be giving in person, and one that I'm also going to be posting. So congratulations, Lenny, for winning my week 2 of my positivity challenge. So you got a Christmas card from me, and obviously a little gift. Hi, Nicole. Hugs. Sending you hugs. Okay, so yeah, that's my positivity challenge. This is my last live for the year because it's my birthday next Friday, so I'm not going to be doing a live. So that's why I'm wearing the Christmas hat. Thank you also to the people who purchased a gift card. I had that Black Friday sale at 25% off for the purchase of a gift card, either for themselves or for someone else. If anyone is watching the live and is still wanting to purchase that, I'm going to allow that, but you just need to contact me directly. You won't be able to purchase that through the shop on my website, because that's just the standard prices. So I hope everyone's feeling better. I'm feeling like the energy is a bit calmer this year, and I noticed my screen seems to be working. I can hear myself and I can see myself, but certainly it's been a bit calmer. Last week was really frantic. I think I told you during my live I was swooped by a bird, and I witnessed a car accident. So lots going on. So last Thursday I did a live reading with Harry T on P2V Australia. So you'll be able to see how I did a live reading. I'm actually going to be on this Saturday night on P2V Australia with Florence King. So I'm not sure who the other guest psychic is, but I'll be doing some readings with her, much the same as I do when you call me for a reading, either sort of in person or through P2V. So that's sort of what I've got coming up. I've actually got a very busy sort of next few months. So I've got the Starlight Festival in Bangalore near Byron Bay from the 6th to the 9th of January. So I'm going to be giving a presentation Thursday and Saturday. I believe it's Thursday morning and Saturday afternoon. I'm not sure if the times are confirmed yet, but so that's a massive festival for me. Always really busy. Lots of people come to my talks. They put me in a bigger room each year. So that's the first big thing I'll be doing after Christmas, and then I'll be at the Tamworth Country and Music. It's the 50th year of the Country and Music Festival. So I'll be doing readings as part of Mandy's psychic reading room, Mandy Cole. So she's someone also on the board of the Australian Spiritual Alliance with me. So I'll be doing that in January after that. And then February, I've got the Brisbane Mind Body Spirit Festival. I've got a number of things. I've got something in Melbourne. So I'll be sort of going up and down the coast. So I am really busy up until sort of March. So as for my date, I'll resume my lives. It really sort of depends on what's going on. I can't imagine it would be January. I'm hoping it's February, but it might possibly be March when I resume my lives. Hi, Renee. No, it's next Saturday, the 17th. Thank you. Thanks for remembering. So that's why I'm not doing a live on Saturday, basically. On Friday, next Friday, actually. So I'll just Hello, Lenny. Saying a shout out. Hi, Nicole. Hi. And hugs to you as well. Thank you for returning my hugs. Yeah, so celebrating next week, Lenny, next Friday. So my husband and I are going away for the night, and then Saturday it's his birthday. So that's what we're doing. Alrighty, so that's, I believe, all my hi Robert, how you going? So that's kind of all my news around this being the last one and when I resume. So just stay tuned for when I resume. I am going to resume my YouTube videos as well. I know I stopped that. I know I broadcast to Facebook my my brand is Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly, and I broadcast to my Facebook group and page and also my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings. And for those of you who haven't noticed, I'm on TikTok now, Rhonda's Readings. So I'm on the usual Twitter, all the rest of it. But if you look at my website, scrolling across rhondasreadings.com, you can actually have a look at my contact section and see all my social media. So I will be posting a YouTube video before the end of the year, hopefully soon. And if you've noticed my TikTok and I think Instagram, I posted it. My husband and I went to a Scandinavian festival, and it was amazing. I've been to all the Scandi countries. I've been to Iceland, Norway, Denmark, Finland, Sweden. What's the other one? Yeah, I think that's it. That was 2002, 2003, 2004. So I absolutely loved it there. I want to go back, want to show my husband that beautiful part of the world. But we did actually buy some lollies at this Scandinavian festival. So that's, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I travel, my big thing is to buy the lollies, the chocolates, and see what they taste like in different countries. Like in America and Canada, you've got a lot of peanut butter chocolate sort of thing. Like it's just a combination they have. But for my Scandinavia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a taste test, and I'm going to be tasting the lollies on the screen. So bear in mind that in Scandinavia they have really salty licorice, and I do normally like licorice, but I don't like salty foods. So I'll be tasting them, so it'll probably be a bit entertaining. But this is just an example of what I've got. So these two packets. So this is a Jules Scum, I think it's called. These were marshmallows. We've already eaten those. That was a Harbo Metador mix. So that was just lollies. They were really yummy. Also got these ones, which are called confetti mix. So I'll be trying those. So just to show what's in store for my YouTube one. This one is called Lacredes Hits, I think. So if anyone speaks any of these languages, these are from a combination of, I believe, Denmark and Sweden. So if someone can tell me, or if someone can tell me which packet is from which country, that'll be great. This one is called Thai Kiss Pepper. And this is apparently the saltiest of them. So it'll be fun trying that. Not. And this one is called, oh my God, I'm not going to pronounce it. It's got a cute little monkey on it. Julgenval, if that's what it's called. So I'll be doing a YouTube video where I try those different ones, and I'm really guessing they're going to be salty, so I'll have a glass of water. But that's a video I'll be releasing. I do have some recipes and things that I've videoed that I will be uploading with my Rhonda's Recipes playlist. So I'll look at getting back onto YouTube and doing more YouTube content. I've taken a bit of a break this year. Nicole says the Danish salty is the best. Yeah, absolutely. So you can probably pronounce them better than I can. Feel free to tell me if it's terrible pronunciation. Yeah, so massive sugar rush. Yeah, salty licorice. It's kind of, yeah, I do like it. I really like the Dutch ones, and I know Dutch is not a Scandinavian country, but they've got the Klurendop, like the coloured drops, and they've got the chalk ones. I really like those ones. They're a lot saltier than Australian licorice, but I really like them. We did try one of them from this one, and it was literally like a tiny little bit of licorice with lots of candy around it, and it was almost like it was just sugar because you couldn't taste the licorice much. There was so much candy. So I'm hoping the other ones are more sort of salty, more getting to the licorice, but Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, stay tuned for that YouTube video, and it'll be something. I'll call it something like Australian tries Scandinavian snacks or something like that. Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. I'll be releasing that shortly. That will be in the next week or so, and that's me trying Scandinavian snacks. Yeah, so that's basically it. So stay tuned for Saturday night PTV Australia Facebook page with Florence King. I'll be doing a live with another guest psychic. Um, someone pulled out to me whenever I say guest psychic, it sounds like I say guest sidekick, and I didn't realize that until someone pointed it out to me. And now whenever I say it, I'm trying purposely not to say it. But yeah, also let me know what your Christmas plans are as well. I'm going to be spending Christmas with my husband's family interstate, and I'll be also visiting my mum, which is just beautiful. I haven't seen her since April due to COVID. But I'm super excited to be able to see her again, give her a cuddle, and she's still alive, which is awesome. So I'm really happy I'm able to see my mum. That's going to be the highlight of Christmas for me. But let me know what you're looking forward to for Christmas as well. Yeah, Lenny, I'm going to celebrate with my husband. I'm going to at the time I'm going to have my live. I'm going to be having a massage. So there you go. Okay, so I will actually do some questions today. Apologies for last week for my technological problems. It turned out what the problem was that I was tethering and also using the Wi-Fi. So I feel like my internet connection was competing for a signal. So it was kind of bouncing off one and the other. So I've made sure it's just one signal today. So able to do my live. So I'm doing a reading for Christina. I'm just going to check. So obviously, if you do want a reading, you need to like and share. So that's who I am, and you basically need to like and share or subscribe to my YouTube channel. So that's your prerequisite for having a reading. So bear with me. I'm just going to look on my PayPal and see if anyone's paid for a reading. Alrighty. No, not today. That's okay. All right, so I'll go back to Christina then. I'd like to know what the next 3 months look like in between Ivan and me. Okay, I'm feeling a bit of as I was reading that, Christina, my eyesight sort of flickered, and I felt like the words were sort of throwing themselves at me rather than me reading it. And that's how spirit communicates with me when there's a bit of impatience or a bit of pressure. I feel like Ivan and you are sort of just as impatient as each other, but I'm also feeling like you're both a bit headstrong. So I feel like you almost need to just relax, or if you're both in that sort of frame of mind where you're just wanting to scream at each other, wanting to say how it is, or I'm feeling like there's a bit of compromise coming with Ivan and you, and I feel like that's around a decision around a home work-life balance. I do feel positive about the next 3 months, but I feel like just make sure you're not in each other's faces or making a point of showing that you're right. Like, just allow each other to speak is what I'm feeling. So that's I just feel a bit of patience and a bit of awareness of when not to speak and when to speak. So to make sure that you're both being heard is what I feel. So I do see you being together in 3 months' time, and I see that being fine, but I just feel like slow down on the anxiety, and whatever's external to your relationship that's making you anxious or triggering some kind of fear of, not fear of missing out, but fear of doing things slowly and not being able to make up the time. You've got to release the fears around time is what I feel. All right, so thank you for that, Christina, and I hope you've subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'm only 10 off 200, so yeah, I look forward to seeing you then, and you'll be able to see my video about this. All right, yeah, so next week, Renee, next Friday. Thank you so much. Thank you, Renee. Hugs. All righty, hi, Pam. Okay, I'm getting so I clicked on Renee and then Pam, And blue butterfly, something's going on with your throat chakra. As I'm tuning into you, I'm really struggling speaking, and I feel like my voice almost sounds like I'm about to cry, or I've just been crying. There's something about releasing emotion to clear your throat chakra is what I'm feeling. So something about that. So Blue Butterfly says, I'm currently pregnant with twin boys and wanting to ask what my boyfriend's feelings about me being pregnant with twins is. I'm feeling overwhelmed, actually. That's the only word I'm getting. I feel like you need to, around that and around a female in your family, so around your boyfriend and a female in your family, feel like you need to really speak your mind about what you want and make sure you're manifesting what you want. So that's what I'm feeling, Blue Butterfly. And as I'm saying that, my throat's feeling better, but I feel like you need to be very clear about what you say and when you speak, and sort of like what you want. It just feels like you need to do that. But thanks for the question, Blue Butterfly. And I trust that you've subscribed to my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings. Okay. All right. So Robert would like to know if his mum or dad has a message for me. Yeah. I'm being told open your eyes. And you're obviously quite psychic yourself, Robert, and you're very spiritual. I'm more getting a sense of, like, I'm feeling like I feel like not open your eyes through clairvoyance, Robert, but I'm feeling like your parents, I'm being drawn to little knickknacks, and I feel like your parents are leaving knickknacks in odd places. Like I feel like you would walk into a shop that sells vases, and then there's a frog, or there's something at a place that shouldn't be in that shop. And I'm literally seeing I'm seeing your dad more so. I feel like your dad almost like talks to kids and tells kids to pick up something and leave something somewhere where you're going to go into. Like I'm seeing that it's almost like they're sort of chuckling to themselves. They're laughing about the signs that they've left you, and I feel like you do notice them, but you kind of think, oh, that's a weird place. Why am I seeing that there? I'm really drawn to being in shops and being around people. It's almost like when it's noisy, you're more likely to see the signs. So yeah, and I don't know if frogs mean that to you, but that's what your dad showed me. What's going on with your right hand? I'm not trying to sound like I'm feeling like I've got a sore right hand with you. I don't know whether you've got a bit of arthritis in your hand or something like that, but there's something. I'm just drawn to that with you. And again, that's your dad showing me that. Your mum's your mum's not speaking, your dad's speaking. She's saying she can't get a word in, but your mum's really giving you a hug. Like it's like she's just, from your back, from your front, she's giving you a hug. Is really beautiful. And there's a lot of not a lot, but there's kind of like more recognition for the person you are, like the kindness in the person you are, Robert, I feel. And I feel like your mum's looking after that side of things, and your dad is showing you the signs and putting things in shops where they shouldn't be, that you kind of notice, or you'll be looking on a shop and you'll see something look at you and think, well, what's that doing there? Surely they don't sell that. Yeah, so let me know if that makes sense, Robert. Oh, thank you, Renee. Yes, so have I. I love the ones from Japanese, from Japan. There's a guy called Natsuki, who's I watch a YouTube channel called Abroad in Japan. So the guy's name is Chris Abroad. So he's a British guy, and he's got a friend called Natsuki. I think it's spelled Natsuki, and his English is hilarious. He's fascinated with British bands and rock music, and he comes out with something in English talking about music, and he's really articulate, all the rest of it. But then he says, like, he swears a lot. It's so, I guess I can swear because it's my YouTube channel. But he'll say, like, he'll touch something and zap something, and he'll say, oh, fucking electric. Like, he comes out with sort of things that are so funny. Or he'll he just went up to a person who had a nice smile, nice teeth, and he said, "Nice dental." And it's so funny. But anyway, he did a YouTube challenge where he tried British food, and he tried Fisherman's Friends. So if anyone from overseas doesn't know, Fisherman's Friends are little packets of kind of like chalky lollies, I guess that's what you'd call them, but they taste very strong, like they're menthol, they clear the nose, all the rest of it. And he tried Fisherman's Friend, Natsuki tried it, and he said, "Oh, wake up taste!" Like it was really funny. So I love, I can relate to that completely, Renee. I completely love watching people from different countries eating the different foods. So, and a lot of them have got a sentimental value. They're much loved snacks of the country, but other people don't know them. Yeah, so definitely having the salty licorice. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I do like, if you're in Australia, there's a place called Junee, Junee, Junee Chocolate Factory, and they have natural organic licorice, and that's absolutely beautiful. That to me is the licorice that I remember tasting from childhood. So you can still get just natural licorice. I am freezing momentarily. Oh, sorry, Robert. Okay, alrighty. Oh, beautiful. So, so I've got some comments. So Robert's having Christmas with his godson Xavier and his mum Laura. Beautiful. Oh, that's okay, Margaret. Welcome. Welcome so much. Thank you, Renee. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Renee. I'd love to please know what you see from my move up north, please, Rhonda. I'm going to New South Wales, but I'd love to drive up. Do you think I can get my license in February and drive up safely, or I end up flying? Okay, I'm feeling a combination of both. I'm getting a yes to you getting your license in February, but I'm being shown February, March. It almost feels like you'll get your temporary license, a bit of paper, but then you'll lose your bit of paper and you have to wait till you get your physical license. Like I feel like you'll have to wait out of necessity of being able to show your license, Renee, basically. So I do see you moving up to New South Wales, but I am feeling more that you're going to fly. I feel, yeah, look at it. And it's interesting because I was just thinking about this today. Like it almost feels like it's too far for you to drive while you're just getting your license. I feel like there's going to be a peace of mind in you driving, and I almost feel like either you're going to get a car, you're going to buy a car here. Like I'm not seeing you sort of going, like taking a car from A to B. So that could either mean you buy a car in New South Wales, or you get your car shipped up to New South Wales, or someone drives it for you, is what I'm feeling. And it's interesting because I had a sibling drive me interstate because I was too nervous to drive, and this was like I think about 2 years after I got my license, and now I look back at and I think how ridiculous that I was nervous about driving, because I've driven up and down Central Australia. I've driven almost all up the West Coast, almost all up the East Coast. Like I've driven all around Australia in different cars. So, you're going to get to a point where, Renee, it's not an issue. I don't feel like it's a big issue for you to drive that far, but I'm almost feeling like I feel like if it flows, then do it. But if it doesn't flow, then it's not meant to happen that way for a reason. But I definitely see you moving, and I see you driving once you've moved. And I feel like when you go back, you're going to drive back. But I'm feeling something about it not flowing for the first drive up there. Yeah, so good luck with that, Renee. And I do feel really positive about the move. It's like the energy there's better, or you've sort of, if you've not got an opportunity now, you're going to get more opportunities there, is what I'm feeling. Yeah, oh, thank you. So yeah, you agree with the relationship, Christina. So yeah, I feel like you're both impatient actually, and just it's like I really see that you're just going to laugh about it, but don't make too big of an issue of it. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, and it's going to continue doing that. Just be kind to each other, Christina. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look at Lenny's. Sparing a thought for those. Yeah, thank you, Lenny. Yeah, so Lenny's just lost his mum recently, so it's his first Christmas without his mum. Yeah, and obviously I can completely relate to that. It's kind of a double whammy for me because my best mate Robert, who gave me away at my wedding, his birthday is on the 16th. So I'm 16th. He was 16th. I'm 17th. My husband's 18th. So, um, like every year for my birthday, I think of Robert. And even though he lived overseas and, we often were in different places for our birthdays, we'd exchange texts and all that. So, yeah, for anyone missing a loved one, family or otherwise, yeah, I realise that Christmas can be hard for you. But, you do have, you do need to sort of just be kind to yourself. And there are places like Lifeline, Beyond Blue that you can phone and they're manned during Christmas. Because sometimes, like for me, even though I used to spend Christmas with my family, it was a very dysfunctional family. There's a lot of substance abuse and alcoholism, history of domestic violence, a lot of issues going on. And even though over time they were less issues, it was still the undercurrent of that happening. So I used to find for Christmas that even though the house was full of people, I used to feel alone. And on one level, I had comfort knowing that I was different and I was very independent in my thoughts. You'll always have times when you're quite sensitive to that. So, just bear in mind that even if you're around people and you do want to talk to someone, um, you know, you can reach out to Lifeline and that sort of thing. All right, so thank you so much for sharing that, Lenny. That was quite private. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. I'm so happy that you're saying you've noticed that, Christina. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, and that's really healthy for you, I feel. Yeah, beautiful. Alrighty, so just going back on with the readings. So just to remind you, I do have my special that I had for gift cards. So if you look on my website, rhondasreadings.com, the shop section, any item that I have there, I'm selling at 25% off. And that's as a gift voucher only. So that's only to the people who are watching from YouTube and Facebook. So that sale did end, but I literally just had an email about it. So if anyone watches the live, and I'm actually going to have that. I'll say I'll do it for another week, so until the 17th. If anyone does want to purchase any items, just contact me directly. Have a look on the shop on my website of what you want to do, which one you want, and that can be a gift voucher to yourself or to someone else. And I send that electronically as an email to that recipient, and I'll send any message that you want with that as well. So that's my little take on Christmas and what I'm offering in terms of Christmas gifts. Okay, so I'm just going to go to Nicole. So share. Thank you, Nicole. I would love to see if someone in spirit has a message for me. Okay, I'm getting a lady with I'd like to say breathing difficulties, but I feel like it was more emotional. Like I feel like this woman used to almost like cough up things, but she wouldn't cough up anything, and it was like an emotional getting things off her chest. I'm feeling like she's a mother-like figure, but it's almost like I'm getting a sense that it was you and another woman that looked at her as mum, but I'm also not feeling like the other woman was a sister, Nicole. So I don't know if you had sort of like a stepsister or a foster sister or a sister that was different from the rest of your family. I'm just getting a sense that your mum's acknowledging you and another woman. There's a lot more spiritual growth for you. She likes that you're sort of feeling more so than thinking. It's like your mental processes have brought you so far and made you achieve what you need to, but you're sort of questioning, well, what else is there? So she's wanting you more to go with the psychic side of things, the intuitive side of things, and I don't feel like it's going to be it's not going to bring an income for a little while yet. I'm actually drawn to the second half of next year where it's going to be drawing more money for you. But I feel like what you're doing now is putting you in good stead leading up to that, Nicole. So your mum is basically saying, it's not about the money, it's about how you make people feel. And I feel like she had an amazing way of making people feel calm, but she was also very sensible. Like, she didn't put up with crap. She really told people how it was, but she did that in a way that was really classy and really made people feel empowered about what they were doing and understand what they're doing more so that they stopped doing it. Yeah, so that's beautiful. So thank you, Nicole, for letting me connect with her. She's a really beautiful lady, really wise. And I feel like she was wise even from when she was a little girl, basically. Alrighty, so thank you for that. All right, so now my screen's flickering. All right. So beautiful. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for that validation, Blue Butterfly. And I love your little butterfly. It's beautiful. Yes, eventually, but you've got to express yourself first. Is what it is. Oh, thank you so much, Renee. So yes, just stay out for I'll try to do an interesting thumbnail of all the pictures and that. And yeah, Natsuki, he's I think it's Natsuki. It's just abroad in Japan, and it's this guy's just hilarious. It's really, really funny. Alrighty, so okay, I've got an interesting one here. I'm feeling a lot of humor and laughter about that. So hi Rhonda, I'm being set up with someone from work. Will it work out? I I'm getting told yes and no. I feel like it'll work out until it doesn't. And there's a bit of humor. I feel like it started in okay, I'm getting an image, Natalie, of someone. I'm feeling like Chinese whispers. I'm getting an image of someone. I feel like two women at work have talked to set you up, and I'm feeling like they were talking about different people, but they set you up. And I feel like one of the women will look at it and say, oh, "That's not who I meant." Like there's humor about that. Like there's something about a misunderstanding of the person. But I actually feel that the person you said it being set up with is well aligned to you. And I'm just feeling, yeah, I just feel like it's funny. Like there's something humorous and funny about it. So, but I am feeling more like a friendship. I feel like you'll almost get to the point of near intimacy and then it won't feel right or something like that. But I do feel like it's a good connection that you'll have in your life. Like there's something about a bit of humor with that with you. But I do like that. And I feel like you work, Natalie, in a workplace or an industry that's quite serious, or you've got to be quite switched on all the time. And this is the person you're being set up with, I feel, is quite different. He's more sort of happy-go-lucky, or a bit more sort of random. So I'm feeling really positive about the connection. I feel like you'll learn a lot about yourself through it. All right, thank you. So, right, so beautiful. So Robert's just validating the frogs. Yeah, Mum gave you the biggest hugs. Yeah, I feel like you, like I don't even know your mum, but I wanted to hug me. Like I feel like I'd be completely lost in a hug, and feel completely safe. All the rest of it. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Sagittarius in both of us. Yeah, I've traveled to I think it's 83 countries. And I decided that when I was about 10 that I just wanted to travel. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so and what I was saying, Renee, is that, even if you are yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Thanks for that, Renee. And just take your time. Don't feel that you need to do that to achieve it, or and I gave my example, my experience as an example, that the first time I drove from Melbourne to Adelaide, and that's what 8-hour drive. It's not difficult, but I was so freaked out. I thought, oh my god, I can't drive all that way, and I didn't. Yet then after that, I've driven from Melbourne to Darwin, from Darwin to Broome to Perth, Melbourne to Brisbane, so I've done a lot of driving myself around Australia. I've probably driven around Australia, God, about 3 or 4 times. So, just because you're not ready, it doesn't mean that you're not, because I see you're doing a lot of driving. So just because you're not ready, it doesn't mean that you're never going to be ready. It's just you're not ready at that time, is what I'm picking up. Oh, thank you so much, Robert. Thank you, Nicole. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. So I am going to finish this shortly. Just there was one more I wanted to do. This one, Margaret. All right. And also, I just want to, just before I do Margaret's, I just want to thank everyone for their support with all the trolls. So people tend to troll during a live stream and afterwards. So if you do notice that you get a comment saying, contact me for a reading or whatever, please report that at any time. You can actually just report it on Facebook or report any fake profiles on Instagram or Facebook as pretending to be me. And just so that you know, my brand is Rhonda's Readings. I'm Rhonda Kelly, so Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly. And obviously with my brand, I have my picture plastered everywhere. I have my photo of me in front of wings. I write my full name, Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly, or I'll have Rhonda's Readings and Rhonda Kelly written underneath it. So there's no mistake that this is me. So I'm the one from Psychic TV. I'm the one from Purple Ocean, TikTok, YouTube, all the other things, Rhonda's Readings. So if anyone does solicit you or contact you claiming to be me, so I don't solicit readings. So I don't contact people and say you need a reading or you need guidance. I never do that. I always make sure people contact me for a reading and it's ethical. And if someone is in doubt about having a reading, I turn them away. I'm busy enough with my own clients. I don't need to solicit readings from anyone else. So if you get sent a message or you see anything about me that is claiming I'm not Rhonda or I'm, or claiming to be me, please report it to Facebook or YouTube or wherever you see it, because unfortunately there are unethical people in the world in this industry. And I know who I am. I know my brand and I know how much work I've done to build up my business. But if I can just say that just as a note. So thank you already, the people who have reported those fake profiles. I really do appreciate it. But if I can just still ask you to be diligent and just continue reporting them. You can report it as to Facebook and Instagram, but you can also, if you could let me know or take a screenshot of it or anything like that. And I have reported things to authorities as well. So if anything continues, then that's something action I can take later. Okay. Oh, thank you, Robert. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, I am going to go back to Margaret's one. So, Margaret, do I have any messages for you? Yeah, I'm feeling take it easy, actually. I know you're a busy lady and I know you're very capable, and you and your partner are a force to be reckoned with. You're very like you've got good, I feel like you've got good standing in your community and your family and that sort of thing. But I'm getting a sense of I'm being drawn to after Christmas, actually, like the 30th, 31st. I'm getting I'm feeling like you and your husband are going to be offered a choice of doing something or getting involved in something. And it might possibly be around a marriage separation of someone. It's almost like you're going to be asked to get involved or to help out or let someone stay with you, or I can't see you parting with money. I don't feel like you're going to be asked for money, but I feel like you're going to be asked to either let someone stay with you or to speak to someone about something. I'm just feeling a real lot of caution about that. I feel like the conversation is unexpected, but I'm feeling caution about that. I don't like, and I'm not, the person that I feel speak to, I'm not getting a sense if it's male or female because I'm just being shown an actor energy, like that person is not who they seem. So I'm feeling a warning about them. I feel like you need to be very clear and say no. And I'm almost getting a sense that they'll talk to you and then talk to your husband separate and try to say, well, she said this and he said that. But I feel like any conversation around the 30th, 31st, you have to make sure, say, look, we'll have this conversation. Wait till my husband's here. We'll talk about this. And I just feel very clearly say no. It's not something you want to be involved in. I'm just more getting a sense that someone wants to waste your time and almost like put the blame of something on you. So, sorry to sound like a negative person, Margaret, but I'm just feeling like it's a bit of warning. Like people who, Margaret, people who are very capable and very kind and very giving, people are drawn to that, and people have a jealousy. So I feel like this person coming to you is almost like wanting to take credit for something you've done or blame you for doing something they've done. So there's a bit of a warning about that. And I feel like as soon as you say no, you're going to block that, and that's not going to be an issue to you. So that's that's a little strange, Margaret, but I just feel like that's that's something you need to just be aware of. But thank you for that. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Robert. I'm just going to go down to Haley. So Haley's a regular. So thank you, Haley. Haley watches from California. So Haley's asked how will my interview go next week on Wednesday? I'm getting a sense of lateness. I feel like they're going to be late to the interview, which is a bit unprofessional of them. Or if it's a warning for you, make sure that you're early. I feel like it's going to go well. I'm almost feeling, though, a bit of disappointment on your end. It's almost like it's not what you expect. So I feel like I feel like you've done your research, and I'm also feeling like you're going to be kind of tested on your research or asked if you know about something. So have a look at their website, research the people that may interview you. I feel like just be sort of better prepared to answer those questions. And I feel like I feel like the interview is going to be a bit stressful, and it will feel like it's not what you thought, but I actually see you getting the position. I feel like it will be fine when you do. So that's what I'm picking. Thank you, Margaret. So that's hopefully that makes sense, Haley. 83 countries. I think it's that. I actually have British ancestry, so I've worked over in England, and obviously that's closer to Europe. And you sort of, if you can imagine, I used to do weekend trips to a country, or I do a week somewhere. So that's obviously a lot cheaper to do that than doing that from Australia, basically. So that's basically me. So as I said, my gift vouchers are available until the 17th of December. If you do want to purchase an item on my shop for yourself or for someone else and have that emailed electronically, that's 25% off anything in my shop. So have a look at my website, rhondasreadings.com, and that's what I've got available. I'm going to continue that for people watching this. And thank you so much for all your support over this year. Apologies, I had to cancel my Ocean Wings events. I launched Ocean Wings psychic events in April in DY RSL, and I also had a virtual reading room in September. But obviously, with COVID, I had to cancel because we're in lockdown, so we couldn't actually do it. But also, at one point the capacity went reduced in the venue to one person every 4 square meters. So basically, it would have meant that for the stall holders would have taken up the capacity almost. So they wouldn't have had any business because no one would have attended. So that's basically what I had to do. That's basically what I had to do. I had to cancel my events. But I am having more Ocean Wings events in different states next year. So I'm going to be reaching out shortly to people who've taken part in those events and see if they'd like to continue. But I will obviously keep you posted. And the feedback from the virtual room was interesting. I did Zoom readings, but a lot of people actually wanted to do just phone readings. And I thought that was quite interesting because I would have thought that people would like to do a reading and see the person they're talking to. But turned out that wasn't the case. So anyway, go figure. But yeah, so I've got a few ideas coming up for next year, and I'm obviously busy with my tour dates. So have a look on my website, rondasreadings.com/tour dates, and you'll see how busy I am January, February. But yeah, looking forward to Starlight Festival in Bangalore. Also looking forward to the Tamworth 50th Country and Western Music Festival in January, and then Brisbane Mind Body Spirit Festival in February. I've got 3 others. I've got something every weekend in February, but I can't think of what I've got. But yeah, so thank you so much. So yeah, beautiful, Hayley. Thank you researching that. Oh, that's all right. That's my pleasure, Hayley. Enjoy the basketball. I hope the basketball players are hot. All right, thank you, Robert. Yeah, and thank you so much for your support. I've obviously got the regulars, Hayley, Margaret. I've got Rebecca, Lenny, Hardy. I've got apologies if I've missed any. Nicole. So I've really got, and Renee. I've really got a lot of regular followers, and I appreciate that. And I do post content, obviously, on my Instagram at Psychic Rhonda Kelly or Rhonda's Readings Australia, and my Facebook group and page, Rhonda's Readings and Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly, and also Twitter at Rhonda Psychic or at Rhonda's Readings, and on TikTok at Rhonda's Readings. So I'm about to do a TikTok video as well, which is kind of cool. I do a weekly Words of Wisdom, and that's just pulling a card that I have for the day and talk about sort of the common themes that I've had in readings for that week. So stay tuned on Saturday night for my live with Florence King, and that's my last live for this year, and I'll obviously resume on streaming on Facebook and YouTube for next year as well. But thank you so much. Yeah, so all my groupies. So yeah, but thank you so much for your support with the trolls and with watching and everything else. So thank you. Bye. Now I need to find my video. It's hiding. All right, thank you so much.